this lesson, you need to open the sample file UK House Prices 1 from your Sample Files folder. Excel allows you to allocate a different chart type to each data series. This opens up many interesting possibilities, such as superimposing a line chart on top of a column chart. In this lesson, we'll recast the UK house prices chart as a combination column-line chart, with columns for house prices and a line for base rates. So I'll begin by selecting the average price data series. To do that, I'll just click any of the values in the average price plot on the chart. And now I'm going to change the chart type for this data series to a clustered column. To do that, it's Chart Tools on the ribbon, Design, and then in the Type group, Change Chart Type. And I'll change the chart type to the clustered column chart. You can now see that I have a combination chart, with the average prices shown as bars and the minimum base rate plotted as a line. But there's something I don't like about this chart, because the green plot is running into the red plot. It would look so much better if the green line was above the red bars. So how can we solve this problem? Well, let's begin by considering the right-hand vertical axis. It goes from 0% right up to 8%, but the maximum value of the minimum base rate is 6.75%. So if I change the maximum value of the right-hand vertical axis to 6.75%, perhaps that will solve the problem. Let's try and see. So I click on the chart to select it, click on the right-hand vertical axis, and then right-click and Format Axis from the shortcut menu. I'll now change the maximum value from automatic to fixed, and I'll manually type in the value 0.0675, which is, of course, 6.75%. I now click the Close button, and this has very nearly solved the problem. But that green line is still running into the red bars. So perhaps I should now turn my attention to the vertical axis on the left-hand side of the chart. And I can see that it runs from 0 to 250,000. Perhaps if I changed the minimum value to 50,000, and I was careful to make sure that the maximum remained at 250,000, the problem will be solved. Let's give it a try. So I click the left-hand vertical axis, then right-click and Format Axis, and I'm going to change the minimum value from auto to fixed, and I'll manually type 50,000 into the box. Be careful not to use a comma separator after the 50 of the 50,000, because for some reason the Excel dialog can't handle commas. I need to also make sure that the maximum value remains at 250,000, as the automatic setting may result in Excel changing it, so I click Fixed for the maximum value of 250,000. And you can see that my combination chart is now displaying exactly as I wanted it to, with the green line above the red bars. So all that remains for this lesson is to save your work, and I'm going to save with the new name UK House Prices 2, and as usual it goes in the folder above my Sample Files folder. I click the Save button, and you've now completed Lesson 518. Create a combination chart containing different chart types.